Assalamu alaikum and hello. My name is Sadia Mazhar and I will teach you about content writing. And here is a Word file which is you can say there is nothing written in this file, and there are some options like home, insert, design, page layout, references, mailing, review, view, and then there is another option, EndNote. Actually, it is an additional software, and I have been using it for my thesis, and it can also be used for documentation where you have to cite many authors between the text or after the text, and that is just about what Word is giving you as options. But my main concern is to tell you about the ways to write a good essay. For example, if you talk about essay writing, then there are many options in it. For example, you can write an essay on my last day at school, or it can be my best friend, or outing, anything. Means these are the opinions given by you actually. But there are some other essays which can be like war on terror, president visit to other countries, latest Apple watches, and so on, latest technologies. Then there can be some technical essays related to marketing, like latest marketing trends. There can be essays like market share. Then someone can write about equity and so on. I mean, the purpose of giving these options is to let you know that each essay has different tones, and whenever you're writing something, it may be either professional, or it may be informal in nature, or it may be totally casual, or it may be a message. It depends on what you're writing, and the way you choose your terminologies, that also depends. And for example, if I'm writing a sentence here, like I am a good girl, and like I've done some mistakes. For example, I did one mistake here. I wrote accidentally the term and what I did here was I wrote D 3 times more. So Word gave me an error with this zigzag line is red colored, and if I do this, then Word will give me a blue zigzag line. It means that I am doing a punctuation error. And for example, there can be any grammatical error. If a proper grammatical error arises, it will show you a green colored line, which will indicate that you have to rephrase your sentence once again. And if you won't do it again, then your sentence won't be good, and no one will be able to understand it as it is. Many people might misunderstand it, and that's why it's always preferred to use good grammar. But the thing is, when you are not aware of good grammar initially, when you lack good quality vocabulary words initially, then how to write a good essay, or in technical terms, you can say content writing. Why I am using this term? Because normally when we ask, the writers to write content for websites, they're asked to use some sort of keywords and then search engine optimization. These type of things are used commonly, And but the thing is, if you want to start from zero, at least you should know how to write an essay. So the main thing that we should be aware of is every essay has a thesis statement. Now what does it mean? It means that there has to be a main point in every paragraph. How you start your essay is writing introduction. I mean, you tell about what your topic is about. For example, if you're talking about your country, you will write its introduction like how Pakistan is good and how people should see it and what happens in it. Then there are some main points. This part is called body, and it might have many points. For example, this is main point 1, then main point 2, main point 3, main point 4, main point 5, and so on. Then there is a conclusion. Means you're giving your own recommendations, and you are also concluding your whole talk, and depends on you how you conclude it. For example, if I'm talking about Pakistan, firstly I have introduced the country, then I have told about various aspects. For example, I am comparing various cities, like I am saying Lahore, importance of Lahore, Islamabad, Quetta, Peshawar, and Gawadar, and Kashmiri areas, and so on. Then I will talk about Pakistani culture, then I will talk about Pakistani cuisine, and then I will talk about Pakistani tech geeks, and so on. Then I will conclude that Pakistan is a land which promotes peace, but unfortunately there are several aspects which are harming our community worldwide. Several things are harming our, you can say, impression, and people think that whole Pakistan promotes terrorism, but this is not the fact. So this is how I will conclude an essay related to Pakistan. This is just one example, and this was a bit like technical essay. It was based on facts and figures, but my essay can also be creative. My essay can also be related to fashion and so on. But one thing we should be careful about is we should have knowledge about search engine optimization, or SEO. Actually, it is actually when you are finding something on Google, you type a keyword over there, and several results are presented in front of you. Mostly you prefer to see pages from page 1 to page 8, and those results are usually visited frequently. So for example, if I write Pakistan, I will find a lot of websites containing the term Pakistan, or the websites having the name Pakistan. So this is how Google will help you in that. And if I am using the term Pakistan in an essay, I will use it again and again in my text, and it will be highlighted, it will be bolded, and it will be prominent. And even if I will be using some meta tags or meta description, then it will be present over there, and that's why it will be easier to be found. Okay, this is a bit complex, but when you are into the content writing business, you are able to learn about these things. Anyway, just to give a little idea about how to write an essay, you have to make sure that your essay should be meaningful. It should avoid repetitions, and it should be clear. And there are usually 7 C's of communication which can be followed, and which should be followed, in fact. And your content should not be plagiarized, which means it should not be copied from anyone. else, and it should always be a good message so that others should follow it. And if I sum up my talk here, I will conclude it by writing a short essay here. And for that, since my vocal uh, voice will disturb me, so I will write it silently. Just watch it closely, and understand what an essay can be written as. For example, here I am writing an essay. This is my page. Just skip this. Okay, let's do this. Okay, this is my page, and I am going to write an essay over here. For example, I am writing an essay on my last day at university. Okay, now what should I write in the introduction section? I will talk about my university here, and I will most probably write 50 to 60 words here to describe how my university looks like and what is my university telling